Alright, how's everybody doing? As you can see, I haven't had a haircut in a while, and I could probably pass as homeless. But that's not what matters. What matters is how many MacBooks we could fix tonight. So, first one on the list is an A1466 with no power after somebody spilled something on it. Imagine that. You know, usually your MacBook likes when you spill something on it, right? Anyway, let's plug in the charger. Let's see what we get. So we plug the charger in. I have the Wi-Fi unplugged. I don't know why, but we have no green light on the charger. We have no fan spin. So let's flip the charger around. Sometimes that helps. And I actually just saw a fan spin. Alright, so I do have a fan spin, but there is no light on the charger. Now, what does a fan spin tell us? It means that most every rail in the system is online. The CPU is warm, it chimes, it works. See that? It chimes. But there's no light in the charger. Now, why might that be? So, many of you guys remember the one-wire circuit from older days. Well, the Airs still have it, it's just on the DCM board, but they can't really work if the power is not making it to the DCM board for the 3V42 line, or the one-wire line isn't making it to the DCN board. So let's have a look at that. So I'm going to unplug this, and it looks completely fine on one side. The other side looks not good. So this is boring. Let's get an I/O cable. A little ultrasonic cleaning. Still no light. There's a version right. Let's have a look. This is what I want. Yeah, this doesn't look like it can carry power effectively through it, does it? I think not. That doesn't look good. That doesn't look good at all. You're wearing the wrong shirt. I know, I forgot. I apologize. I'll wear the other shirt soon. Come on, stay. Stay. No. There. Alright. Oh man, I put all my tweezers are in the ultrasonic cleaner. I'll be right back. I forgot to grab tweezers. Every tweezer I have is in the ultrasonic cleaner. My little windsock thing for the mic fell off. I need to find that. And I just lost a pair of tweezers in the nasty ultrasonic water. That's a job for Kai tomorrow, because I'm not fishing that out of there. That's what employees are for, to do what you don't want to do. It was my favorite pair of tweezers, too. It sucks. Anyway, here's some tweezers. Andrew, thank you for the $5. I appreciate it. Kai is the enemy of the state. Is Kai in the chat? Somebody get Kai. And Anthony is here. I just got a static shock on this board. Not on the board, but on the case. It'll be fine. Alright, so we're going to do a little scraping. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that, but that pin is moving. Any update in LA location? Yes, I do. I told the landlord to nicely go away. The lease was ridiculous, so unfortunately the LA location is off. I've been meaning to make a video on it, but I have not had time. Business has been so crazy here. There's simply been no time to do a video. So The lease stated, one, I cannot park in front of the store. If the landlord specifically stated that if I parked in front of the store, he would tow me. And what's weird is they asked for my license plate number, vehicle name, type on the application. And I thought it was just for verification, whatever, not a big deal. So I provided it. No, that information, what that was is for if they lease the space to me, that they would know what I drive. So if they see me parked in front of there, they would tow me away. That was one thing. Okay, secondly, the landlord wanted me to be responsible for the sewer system, which could be upwards of 100 grand if something goes wrong. Not only that, the landlord wanted me to be responsible for the sidewalk in front of the store if anything were to go wrong. He wanted me to be responsible for his building if the building started falling apart. So let's say if the roof leaked, then I would have to pay for the repair on the roof because it's, it wouldn't be covered under lease even though it's in his building. And let's say if I decided, you know what, I'm going to let this leak, I don't want to have it fixed, the landlord could technically sue me for damaging his building like that. Then there was, what else was it? The landlord would not have to give me access to the space for up to 12 months from the time that the commencement date of the lease. So I actually possibly would not have access to the building for another year. And then, let's see, if an earthquake damages his building, this is a retail complex, I could be liable to pay the full cost of the repair to his building, which is obviously a lot of money. What else was it? Oh, yeah. The landlord can at any time move my store to a different one. So let's say I have, this landlord owns a bunch of buildings. Let's say I renovate the space, make it look beautiful. Landlord could say, you know what? I'm going to move you. Let me move you to this crap hole of a location over here so I could rent the space. I could rent the space you just renovated for a higher price because it's nice now. That was another thing. Another thing is the landlord could come in and occupy 25% of the space at any given time for any reason. So he could just move in, put a bunch of his crap in there, and that would be in the lease. The landlord could do renovation to the building that would possibly result in me not having access to the space, and that's something they were pretty adamant on, that I would not have access to the space, like they're kind of planning something. Let's see. I asked to negotiate some of this stuff. I asked for one parking spot. Now this parking spot was this parking area is like 100 spaces. Nope, would not give me one space, and then they just completely ghosted me after I asked for some stuff to be negotiated. So yeah, that's not happening. It sucks, but we'll continue here. But yeah, it was ridiculous. Oh, who done it? Anthony said, tell everyone about your baboon collection. Everybody sends stuffed baboons to my store now. Is this landlord smoking some product from one of his tenants? Okay, this is hilarious, Greg, because let me show you guys why that's so hilarious. Oh man, 1390 Ventura Boulevard. So, the reason why this is so freaking funny is this right here. Where is it? I don't remember the address here. Where is it? That 113. Oh, 11390. Okay. 11390 Ventura. Alright, this is absolutely hilarious because here's where the store was supposed to be. Let's go on display capture. Okay, here's where the store was supposed to be in this complex, and look what's right here. So yeah, it would not surprise me if the landlord was smoking product of his tenants. But yeah, the landlord was crazy. Like normally they negotiate. Normally they just inflate stuff to and see what they get away with after negotiations. But no, they would not budge one bit on this lease. I don't know who would sign that lease in the right mind. What I think they were doing is they were hoping that I wouldn't read it because I'm young. They probably thought that I was some idiot teenager that would not read it, that they could just get away with screwing over completely. But it didn't work that way. That's probably why they didn't negotiate. I mean, it was absolutely ridiculous, the lease. I wanted to actually show you guys that. I wanted to do a dedicated stream on that, because that would make a good video. You know, don't get screwed or something like that. Go to this oxidation. So we will work on getting a location down there at another time, and in fact some stuff has happened in my personal life that it would really suck if I did have to go down to LA every day. So everything happens for a reason, I guess. Now is not the time. So we will continue here at the Palmdale location for a little while. I'm redoing the floors in here, in the process of redoing the floors in here, as you might have noticed. And I'm getting just a ton of improvements for this store. And it'll be nice. We need to see the new baboon book you got. No, that baboon book isn't really family friendly. Yes, somebody sent me a book like that of baboons that I do not care to show on stream. Do I need to say any more, people? That should be good. Can't wait for my new ThinkPad. Should be here this week after a month-long wait from Lenovo. We'll show baboons at a later time, Teresa. After MacBook is fixed. And some of the stuff you guys send would get my channel flagged, so. AMD ThinkPad, yep, ThinkPad T14. Ryzen 7 4750U. It'll have 48 gigabytes of RAM, 16 gigabytes solder, and 32 DIMM. I didn't get the 32 DIMM. This looks ugly. I don't like this. I didn't get the 32 gigabyte DIMM from Lenovo because the prices are insane. Just like the 1 terabyte, SSD from Lenovo is ridiculously priced. It was like $700. So I'm probably gonna drop a 2 terabyte 970 Evo Plus in there. And I'm honestly thinking about replacing this work computer with it. I don't know. No, I need a desktop at work. Just trying to cut down, I guess, on stuff. There, that's better. The poke test, does it move? It still moves. Darn it. Yes, I know, Anel, I suck. We all know that. Go away. The sad thing is Anel is probably going to end up in a temp position here in November, which is scary. Anel is going to have a position here until he can get rehired. Sorry, Anel. I'm terrified thinking about. Oh, I am too. Believe me. Yep. 1 second. Is Give me 1 second. I have to handle something real quick. So, give me a second. Back. Sorry about that. That was not a store call. That was a personal call. Kike is here. How's it going? Catch up on Chan. I felt like streaming today, so I decided to stream. Alright, so this 3v4 2-pin is still not soldered, even though it looks soldered. Let's see. No, that was one of the neighbors. We're having issues with some not so. Did a MacBook just chime in the shelf? I heard a MacBook just turn on by itself. We've been having some issues with some not so friendly people that have been in the area that have been breaking into cars, and somebody tried to steal a car here yesterday, and I've caught them looking into my store. But there's nothing we can do because the police won't do anything about it, and they just released 17,000 something prisoners in California. So even if I wanted to do something, I can't because there's nothing they're going to do. Yeah, it's really unnerving when you know that they just released 17,000 prisoners, and probably some of them are the ones that are breaking into your stuff. Move in with Chris Long and just shoot them. That's an idea. I mean, I could do that now, but it's California, so if somebody robbed me and I shot them, they would be out the next day and I would be in jail. So, yeah, that's California. Air horn is not going to do anything for the people here. The criminals here carry knives and guns. So, yeah, an air horn is not going to do anything. If somebody wants to rob you, they'll rob you. Alright, do we get a green light? We get a green light in the charger now. So we'll do a little ultrasonic cleaning on this. Let's take out the board and have a look, because it needs ultrasonic anyway. Just wear a BLM shirt. You won't get arrested. I'm really talking about my opinions on stream, but I just want to be left alone. I don't know. I just don't care. But always I ask from anybody that's protesting or doing whatever, leave me out of it. Don't block my road. Don't block my store. I just want to be left alone. I don't like being around people. Just leave me out of it. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to know about any of it. I want to get to work. I want to work in peace. I want to go home. And I do not want to think about the problems of the world because they are not my problems. I did nothing to cause the problems, and I wish to be left out of the problems altogether. That's my take on everything. I don't want to know about anything. I haven't even been following COVID lately. I just come to work. I fix MacBooks. I go home. I don't bother anybody. And that's the end of the story. And that's how I wish it to stay. Yeah, I agree, Paul. I could at least pretend. I'm pretty isolated as it is. I mean, the only friends I have are in the repair community. I have no friends, zero, well, maybe one or two, locally, but not really many. And I fix stuff. That's all I do. I don't approach anybody. I don't try and talk to anybody, except if they're a customer. Yeah, this will be okay with some ultrasonic cleaning. There is a little bit of corrosion, but it's nothing that's... And now you're not a... Yeah. Just kidding. So yeah, some minor corrosion. This doesn't concern me. This should be fine out of ultrasonic. Yeah, SC Lime, that's how it kind of goes in this industry. I've never been good with talking to people. Like, I've really never been good to talking with people. Okay. This gets all taken a bath, and then this one is done. Message. The stuff about like about like like a lot of local friends. One second. The thing that I found about local friends is most people, at least in my experience, would try and talk to me or be around me. They would try and do the bare minimum they could to keep me in their life, so they would have somebody to go to when something broke. That's it. However, most of those people have done something now that has made me completely cut them out, where if they come to me for a repair, I will tell them, I am sorry, I cannot help you. Here is a place that you can go to get help, and do not contact me again. Because those type of people I do not want in my life. I do not want to help because, for one, they don't deserve help. They are... Give me 1 second. What do you think we're friends with you for? I'm not talking about you guys, Andrew, in the group. I'm talking about people locally to me in my immediate area that I've been friends with in the past. I'm not talking about you guys. You guys are my friends. I'm talking about in-person friends that have been local to me. So people like that, Anthony, I get so many calls before hours, and you know what the funny thing is when you call the store, it says, "Thank you for calling TCRS Circuit. This call may be recorded." And then they say, "Oh, hi, is this TCRS Circuit?" Like, no, this is RCTS Circuit. I don't get the logic behind that. It's like the recording literally just said, "Thank you for calling TCRS Circuit." And I answer the phone, and they say, "Hi, is this TCRS Circuit?" And I facepalm. Just like when people call before hours and then they leave an irritated voicemail, it's like, what are you doing? Why are you irritated? You're calling me outside of business hours. Just like I had another one that did the same thing like at 9:30 at night, and you left like an irritated voicemail that I didn't answer the phone. It's like, why are you calling a business at 9:30 p.m. and expecting... Are you sure the recording works? I don't know. Caleb, call 661-524-1216 right now. See if it works. Yes, someone call 661-524-1216 right now. It should say, "We are currently closed. Please call within business hours." Yes, I burped. Big deal. No charging. After liquid damage, give battery indicator when power button is pushed. Okay, I'll take this one. So, charging test. We're going to do 2 tests on it. One. So, charging. Alright, I plug it in. Do we get a light? Alright, so we do get a green light. The battery looks okay. I don't see really much of anything of importance on there. I see corrosion on the battery, so it's probably it probably needs a battery. So this turns on. Let's pull the board and have a look. But I feel like this one might be boring. Need another bag for the screws. Do I have a used one I could possibly use? No. This one's fine. Whoa, slid back. That's the thing I have to get used to with this new floor. It's working. What kind of McDonald's has a message? What am I supposed to say? I want a burger tomorrow. Andrew, I get the same thing all the time. I'll get people saying, well, what's your address? Like, gee, I don't know. Like, maybe, you know, like where you found that phone number? You know, if you look like 2 pixels below it, there's something that says the address right down there. You know? And it gets annoying to me because, I don't know, I've been irritated with people because, like, here's something that I'll share an experience with you. There was a MacBook in for a screen repair. We told the guy, it'll be ready tomorrow when we call you. So I wasn't here. And the guy shows up. The other guy was here. And he says, he showed up like 12. And he says, oh, well, the other guy told me that I could pick it up any time today. And this is BS. And this is no way to run a business. And then he started yelling at the other guy here. Now, for one, I have the call recording that specifically says it will be ready when I call you. Not show up randomly any time of the day before it's fixed. So he got mad. He started yelling and screaming and being belligerent and you know, apparently, according to my employee. And that behavior is unacceptable. I'm done dealing with that. Like, I am done. I'm not. Like, if you want to act like that in my store, you can go somewhere else. It's not right behavior. And I think every logical person would agree here that is not acceptable. Like, I'm literally doing everything I can to help you. Like, I get like right now things have been a little bit slower. Hence why I'm here at 9:22 at night. Hence why I was here until 3:30 a.m. last night fixing stuff. I get that customers are frustrated, but you know what? I'm frustrated too. There's a backlog. There's a backlog of work here because it's been so freaking busy. And that kind of behavior to somebody that's trying to help you is just not acceptable. It's really not acceptable. So now that's, like, before I would try and reason with people, but now, you know what? I'm done. I'm at the point where if you want to act, so I'm not talking about being just like slightly pissy or anything. I am talking about being full on belligerent, rude, angry, whatever. I don't need that. So you know what? If you want to come in here and act like that, there's another shop. There's 2 other shops right down the street. There's one down like a couple blocks down that way. There's another one a couple blocks down that way. And there's another one further down that way. And you can go to either of those if you choose to act that way, because I will not put up with that. And that's just self-respect. Like, I'm good at what I do. I'm at the point where I don't need to deal with somebody disrespecting me or disrespecting my employees because they want to be the boss and they're not my boss, you know? Like, I don't know. I'm trying not to, I don't mean to rant by this. I'm just making a point. Like, I want to do a video about this. That behavior, and goes to in any industry, no matter what you are, if someone is trying to help you, even though if you're a little bit frustrated, understand that there are things that can cause something to take longer. For example, let's say you send in a board that needs data recovery. So let's say you send in a board that needs data recovery. It's a complicated issue, and you are absolutely mad because it's not done in the 5 to 7 normal turnaround window. Well, that's an estimate, because there are certain things that I can't control. Like when your board has a super, super complicated issue, sometimes stuff takes longer, and that's just how it is. You know, it's simple as that. Stuff takes longer sometimes. All right. Let's have a look at this board. Tim is red, Tim is drunk. I am not drunk. I'm far from drunk. I don't drink. Seriously, I was considering shutting down my shop today. I've been there before, trust me. I've considered it many times. I considered it this winter, actually, but I would never do it. There are days like I just get so frustrated with everything because it's irritating. You know, imagine trying to help somebody. How I feel is like how I always feel with customers lately is like I'm walking on thin ice. Like they're happy, and then the minute something goes just slightly wrong, it's like a time bomb. And it's been like that since COVID has started. I think it's just because people are stressed and on edge, um, which is just worsening it. That's what my personal take is on it, but I could be wrong. But either way, I'm stressed too. I don't show it. You know, well, I do show it sometimes, but I try not to show it, and I still treat people with respect. I don't randomly lash out at people because I'm angry at something. So let's see what all this is for. Here's our battery charge controller. This is the ISL6259. Here's our SMC. Here's our backlight driver. Here's our Thunderbolt circuit. Here is more of the Thunderbolt circuit. Here is, I believe, our USB switch right there, and filter, diode, protection diode. We have our TPS 51916. This is for like RAM, I believe RAM or something. That's got to go. We have our BIOS. We have our SMC reset IC. We have our clock chip right here that looks unremarkable. We have our CPU V-core area. We have our camera circuit. We have our camera buffer. We have our 4 RAM chips. Let's see, what else do we have? We have another TPS 51916. This is for something else related to CPU or PCH. This is our 3v3 sus switch. These are going to be the 3v3 and 5vs4 switches or S3 switches, something like that. Here's our TPS 51980. This controls the 3.3 volt and 5 volt rails. What else? What did I miss? Yeah, I'm not going to go on anymore. You guys get the point. Alright, so what is this? Let's open a board review for 34 or 35. No, it just gets old. It gets old dealing with vile people. It really does. But there's also people that are just simply so nice, polite, genuine that makes me want to do this. And this is what I wish some people would know too, is if you're rude to me, like, okay, if somebody comes in and is super polite, who am I going to put first? Somebody that is super polite or somebody that is visibly rude? Let me tell you a story. So somebody, like, for no reason at the counter back when it was open before COVID, just, like, disrespected my appearance. Like, no reason. And it's like, you know what, lady? I'm not working on your stuff anymore. I'm sorry. Like, you really, for no reason, when I'm trying to take down your information to help you, just want to insult me about my appearance? Get out of here. Seriously, the door is there. Get the hell out of my store. I don't want to come across as complaining about customers because I'm not. I'm complaining about bad customers. And I have every right to do so. Anyway, let's look at what this is for. None of this is for charging. So this all right here is all for like SSD and... Wait. No, but the corrosion on here can cause it. It's an NC, but still corrosion across all that could definitely cause some issues, at least I think so. So we're going to clean all this up, replace everything. We'll throw a new ISL on too and recheck, so we'll go from there. Not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. She thought she was on R roast me. Yeah, I don't know what she thought, but yeah, she didn't get her laptop fixed. I'm sorry. I cannot fathom how somebody would think that's okay. Like, I legitimately don't know what would persuade someone to think that's okay. Yeah, you're right, NL. The ISL is fine, but this is from a repair shop, so. That ISL is fine. Do customers bring you PCs? Nope, I stopped accepting them. I do not work on Windows PCs. It's funny because I just threw away a bunch of Windows parts today. Keyboards and stuff. I didn't throw them away. I gave them to a friend who has a shop in the area that works on Windows PCs. But yeah, I don't work on Windows stuff. MacBook only. No iPhones, only MacBook. And I get a lot of calls for, oh, well, my Dell doesn't work. But the thing is nobody wants to pay for their Dell that doesn't work. Oh, razors. I have a razor here right now, actually. Now, like, get this. So this razor I only took in because I referred this guy to another place, and the other place screwed up, and then that guy left me a 1-star review for referring him there, and he left me like it said like, oh well, they outsource this. And no, that's not what I said. I simply said we don't do that. Try this place. So he got mad at me and not the other place. So I just said, you know what? I'll try and fix your machine. There's no guarantees. Delete the review. And he deleted it. But, it was just irritating. But the guy was nice. He was just upset. And I could understand that. So that's why I helped him. I said, I'll look at your machine. And I've been working on his machine. And so far, hasn't been going too well. But is what it is. At least I could say I tried. I tried to help someone. So I'm really excited about this new ThinkPad. The CPU is actually faster than what I have at work. The one I have at work is a Ryzen 7 2700, or what is it? 2700, I think, 2700X. About Ryzen 7 1700. So yeah, it's faster. No, I didn't say I'd fix it now. I said I would take a look and try and fix it. But it's only a matter of days until I get a 1-star review. I'm telling you, I've had enough people that have been irritated with me. It's only a matter of days until I get a 1-star. There's so many people that have been angry and dissatisfied here. It hasn't even been over anything reasonable. It's been like, hey, I'm sorry we ran into some issues with your machine. It's going to take a little bit longer than expected, and then it's huffing and sighing and, oh, this is BS and, stuff like that. So it's only a matter of time. I need 3437 donor, or 3435 donor. Where's 3435 donor? I have like 10 of them. Here's one. They're crisis actors when they don't. Yep, I agree. They are. And it's like it again. It just completely is shocking to me of how some people can get so upset over something so minor. You know, like literally, like having your machine a couple hours later than expected or something. Like it shocks me. Some people don't even want to wait for it to be ultrasonic. Yep, I had that yesterday. No, not what was yesterday? Friday? What's today? Oh, today's Monday. Okay, so on Friday, I had somebody that didn't want to wait for it to be ultrasonic. Q-tip and alcohol it was. What board is this? Oh, this is a 164. It's a 0 ohm to ground right here? Nah, that's not right, is it? Yep. Should I start streaming now to compete with you? Sure. Zero ohm, 201. Right here. Give me 1 second. is 0 ohm. It's like what bothers me is I forget what somebody said, but somebody said there was some like complaint about not working on their device or something, or it was like some complaint about like opening late or something. Stuff like that really angers me because of how, like, yes, I open at 11, but the fact is like I'm here a lot till like 2 a.m. All right, enough of my complaining because nobody wants to hear me complain. So yeah, I'm gonna shut up for now. Anyway, I digress. Let's continue on. So this is a 0 ohm resistor for PCI line for some current sensing nonsense, I think. Anyway, that's done. So that's done. ISL is unremarkable. There's some junk here. We're going to give this some flux. Yeah, I'm venting, but I don't want some customer to see it. Like, I don't want somebody that has yelled at me in the past week to see it, and yeah. You never know. Sam is here. How's it going? Alright, so ultrasonic, new battery. This one is done. That ultrasonic is warming up. I'm just going to set this in this slot. Next one. A1398, random crashing. Are you going to be MOSFETs or are you going to be 3332? You are going to be MOSFETs. I should make Kai come into work tomorrow. Tomorrow's Kai's day off. I need to vacuum this board. It's so filthy before I touch it. There's so much hair on it. Yeah, I'm going to make Kai come in tomorrow. Who's in chat? Kike, message Kai and tell him to come into work tomorrow. If you're still in chat. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate it. Someone is outside. Please don't tell me someone's going to show up and try and get something fixed right now. Please don't show up to my store at 10 p.m. Please. Okay, wasn't a customer. Thought it was a customer. It was just my neighbor. Man, my hands are all cut up. I don't know what I did, but my hands have like slices all over them. I'm so out of touch with this chat. Yeah, Caleb, we have if you ever come to work here, Caleb, there's a baboon problem here. So be careful. Like just watch your back outside. Don't bring any food because there's a baboon problem. Just so you know. Speaking of that, Caleb, do you want to come in tomorrow? I don't think Kai's gonna be able to come in tomorrow because I just remembered Kai has an event. Oh, I have to charge. All right, no problem. I need another little bag. Here's my little windsock thing, my microscope and my microphone. Andrew, get on the plane. High voltage has a wild baboon problem. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Definitely a problem here, though. Anthony caused it. Anthony, explain. Kopaz is here. Is Kopaz here? I saw somebody say hello at Kopaz. Oh, there's Kopaz. Yes, Anthony, I do have that book because you sent that book here. Wasn't it Farley and Lewis? I don't know who Farley is. I don't know if Lewis is in on it. I don't know who's in on it, but I know there's multiple people in on sending me weird stuff. Alright, I have cuts. Where's my hand? I have cuts here, 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 here. I think it's cracks from all the hand sanitizer usage, honestly. Hey Anthony, I need a chip off of a A1990 donor board. Are you around? I need to message you. I know, I'll come by this weekend. Can you, I'll send you a label for it. Can you send that out to me before? I'll send you a FedEx label. I really need to get it done. I haven't put hand cream on in ages. High voltage. Last winter, the doctor told me I needed hand cream because I kept getting these hand infections, and I put it on like once or twice, and then I didn't. MacBook. Trash book. No, I'm not doing a book review on that book. I don't need a call from PETA or someone, because Anthony sent me a weird book, and I'm not showing that book to anybody. Who said I sent it? Yeah, you're the only one that would send something like that. Oh, Anthony's laughing right now. I think in like I mean seriously, like if I put on like a raggedy shirt, I could pass as a homeless person, I think. Look at my hair, it's all messed up. Maybe I should get a sign, set up a soldering station at the corner and say, "We'll fix MacBook for food." Have my quick out there and the microscope, meter, FLIR meter, generator at the corner. We'll fix MacBook for food. Okay, so this board, it's a 3662. Pretty much all these boards using these FMDF6808 MOSFETs for the CPU are going to have this issue. This issue occurs, I went into it in detail, it's basically due to both electron migration in the CPU and the MOSFETs themselves. Eventually they can't keep up. They can't keep up with the load, and the voltage starts dropping out, particularly when it's at an idle state. So we are going to replace the 3 MOSFETs, and we will test, and this is good. So let's see. There we go. I leave the heatsink on when I'm doing these. It's a preference. You don't have to. There's dust on my hands. I gotta go wash. I have a hand washing station now. I don't have a sink in here, but I have a gallon of water with a spigot. And a bucket to catch it, so it works. Your flux looks green, like it has green alien blood. This is Amtech NC560, Paul. This is one of the better Amtech flux I've used, but I'm actually going to try switching to something else soon. I'm going to try using MG Chemicals liquid flux. It's 836. I want to try it because the nice stuff about the liquid flux is you don't really have to clean it. It won't make a mess. And a lot of the work I'm getting now is not liquid damage, so I want to cut down on that ultrasonic use, so I want to try and use that. I'm going to see how it goes. Get a haircut. Yeah, it's kind of hard to get a haircut right now. If you have not been around in this part of the world. It's kind of hard to get a haircut when all the haircut salons are closed because of COVID. Who's Mad Mac Tech? I do too, Paul, but I don't like to send back stuff full of flux. So I want to try this new flux. It's liquid. Then I got these syringes for it. That they're just like insulin syringes or something. I don't know, but I'll use those to suck out of the container and put onto the board. It says on MG Chemicals website requires virtually no cleaning, so I hope it's going to be. It's supposed to have a long active burn away time, and it's supposed to require no cleaning, so it's both for leaded and lead free. So we're going to see. Maybe it'll be good, maybe it'll be lousy, but yeah, high voltage. I try and ignore it all. There's definitely COVID out there. It hasn't affected me yet. I think I did have it in March, though. I wear my N95, which I got on eBay for... I got a pack of 3Ms for $200. I wear my N95. I wash my hands. I disinfect it, and that's it. The baboons have COVID. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. I don't even think you can find N95s. So I got the N95s at the end of the second wave when everything was dying down. And I was able to actually I bought like 30 of them, actually. No, like 32 of them for like $200. Let's see. Can you even buy... Why does this camera look so lousy right now? Uh, 3M 8210. You can buy them again. 5-pack, $35. 20 pieces, $119. Wow, you can actually buy N95s again. All spec SC line. Yeah, all the ones I have are without the valves and the mask. Look, I'll show you. Yes, I obviously don't wear the ones with the valves and the mask because that would spread infection to others if I had COVID. This is the N95 I use. No valve. Fits tight, does the job, can't breathe out of it, makes you want to suffocate and pass out. But at least you won't get COVID. Yeah, the KN95s aren't the same though. Like if you test an N95 and a KN95, it's not even close. At least in my opinion. I can feel the leakage on the KNs. Yeah, K for kinda N95. Yeah, I mean it kinda protects you, but yeah, probably not. Like every time I wear a can, I could feel my breath up in my eyes, and that's not good. Okay, if you can feel your breath up in your eyes, there's leakage. Is it better than nothing? Yes. Is it better than a surgical mask? Yes. Is it close to being able to protect you as a N95 or a FPM2, whatever they are outside the US are? No, not at all. I'm being like an annoying customer refreshing my tracking page on UPS from my ThinkPad. Give 3M VersaFlow hood an active filter set. Yeah. Oh, how about nitro gloves? Is Lewis still using latex? I have a pack of latex. That's why I got the hand washing stations, just so I could wash my hands when I get flux on them and stuff. I'm just ready for COVID to be over. Actually, you know what? No, I'm actually fine with COVID continuing because business is just insane with COVID going on. And it's going to stay that way because this changed the world. And I hate to say this, but I almost feel like it's changing it for the better. Not in the meantime, but in the future. How we'll come out of this when there is a vaccine and everything, people are still going to be disinfecting everything. There's probably still going to be people wearing a lot of masks, which will keep your germs to yourself, which I'm totally okay with. Even though I don't like wearing a mask, I think people are gross, and if they can keep their germs themselves, all the better. But it's going to change a lot of stuff. More stuff is going to be done virtually. Stuff that wasn't done virtually before is going to be able to be done virtually now. And that's going to cause an increase in work. So yeah, it's not bothering me. I agree, Paul. 100%. I am worried about some high-risk family members of mine, and that's why I got the N95s, is I did not get them for me. I got them for them. But I still wear them, you know. I would never be able to live with myself if I caught COVID and gave it to somebody and they died. Like I couldn't do that. I hope I don't have corona. I hope you don't either too, Kopaz. If people would stop touching their face, they wouldn't get. Oh yeah, I see people all the time touching their face, or they wear their masks like some idiot over the mouth and not the nose. Like, come on, people. What the heck? What are you thinking? Are you not thinking? Are you not using your brain? But I see so many people wearing their masks over their mouth and not their nose. I just don't think they understand or comprehend that their lungs are connected to their nose too. Tom, I have not touched my face and nose without washing since March. I am very, very disciplined on that. I have more than enough disinfectants. I saw this coming. I was able to get some really good disinfectant. The stuff I have, I'll show you guys just in case. I don't know where you can source this, but I have plenty now, so if I can show this and this will help someone, then albeit. I have enough to make 192 gallons, so I'm not worried. I'm good to go. But the stuff that I use here is stuff made to be used in hospitals, and there's plenty of it now. These quantized ammonium chloride cleaners, there's enough going around out there that you could find them freely available for low cost. This jug right here will make 64 gallons of cleaner. Right here. This is CP64 alkyl ammonium chlorides. It kills pretty much everything that exists. It's cheap. It's $30 for this big jug. This will make you 64 gallons of disinfectant. Just so you know. It's very concentrated stuff. Two ounces to 1 gallon. It does not smell bad, Anthony. It smells like lemon. It smells clean. What happens if you drink it? Caleb, come to my shop, drink the gallon of that, and we'll videotape you and see what happens. Maybe you'll live, maybe you won't. Coconut. Yeah, let's see. Your county has 8 deaths, Tom. Let's see what I'm at. What my county is at. Let's see. California, the new epicenter. Los Angeles County. So this is within like 60. I'm in Los Angeles County. 210,000 cases. Yeah. No, not $83 a gallon. That's $30 a gallon. And it makes 64 gallons, so. What country is it produced in? U.S. Some company in New Hampshire, I think. I'm seeing a lot of the disinfectants and hand sanitizers being made in China now, and I don't really trust those. All right, so $83 is the $83 is 4 gallons, Tom. That I'm just looking at that right now. That's 4 gallons. No, it's 2 gallons actually. No, it's 1 gallon. Alright, I always check for a short on these. Obviously, actually, let's do a visual. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. No, don't hoard that stuff. Like, get seriously, 1 gallon of that stuff is enough to make 64 gallons of disinfectant. So be conscious on it. Don't hoard it. You know, it's not good when people hoard it. Get a couple gallons and that's it. If you're a heavy user, get 3 gallons or whatever, and that's plenty. That'll last you years. No short. Turn it on. 1 gallon of that would probably disinfect my entire building. That would be 64 gallons. So 1 gallon of that makes 64 gallons. So you could make a whole gallon of disinfectant with just 2 ounces of that stuff. So 2 ounces of that disinfectant will make a whole gallon of cleaner. Alright, we have fan spin. V-core. What is V-core? V-core or no core? Wait, what am I saying? I don't know. 1.7. 1.7. 1.7. We're good to go. So this goes in ultrasonic too. The GPU. Alright, I need a difficult one. It's windy outside. I can't wait for fall. I like fall. So this is weird. So I have different, maybe I'm just crazy, but I don't know. But I get like different emotional states based on the season, based on memories. So this time last year was an incredibly stressful time of year for me. If you don't know why, go ahead and watch my channel. Go to my channel and watch the most difficult 3 months of my life video. And my brain associates that for the next season for many years prior. So like around this time of year, I still feel like just uneasy because of last year. And if something like good happens in the fall, the next year around fall, I'll feel the same way. That was like when I first opened the store, I kind of felt that way, like the next following year. Yeah, it's just weird. Yeah, 34,000 gallons of disinfectant just goes spray all of Los Angeles. Cut those COVID cases down. Okay. MacBook. Who can I cherry pick? Here we go. A1990. Liquid damage. No power for data recovery. What will we find wrong with A1990? Will A1990 have problem? Will A1990 be dead? Will A1990 be a nightmare? Poor A1990. Oh, never mind. I thought I forgot to order a part for something that's already been done and out of here. Crop dust LA with CP64. Yeah, that would work, wouldn't it? Alright, let's give this guy an overview. Unremarkable. Completely unremarkable. So the thing I like to do on these guys, well, alright, right here there's some rust. That signifies condensation right there. So that's possible finding. Looks fine. What I want to do. This looks like this board got hot. Is what it looks like to me. Aha. I wonder what you are. Could you be our problem? Could you be our problem? Let's plug it in. What do we get? I don't have my USB amp meter anymore because I got mad. I didn't get mad. It did not work anymore. And I threw it at the employee. No, just kidding. It didn't work anymore. So I threw it away. Yeah, and I haven't ordered a new one, so we're going to use our trusty multimeter. So what do we get on DCN? Is this the right lead? $5. We get 5 volts on DCN. So first thing I'm going to do is get some flux. Flux. I'm going to let it cool. I want to get a good amount of coconut water. And by then, the board should be done cooling. We'll plug it in, see if we need to replace that CD, or if we can get away with just a little flux and heat. Coconut. I like coconut water. Okay, plug it back in. I went cherry picking and I wanted a difficult one. And what did I get? I bet I got an easy one. 20 volts. No frickin' way. No frickin' way. Does it boot? Okay, no, no, no. No, no, no. No way. No frickin' way. There's no frickin' way. There's no way. There's no way. Where's the enclosure? No, this is some nonsense. It's gonna have graphics artifacts or something. There's no way. I do not believe this will boot. No, no, no. There's no way. No, I'm not lucky enough for this. Okay, guys? The sad thing is this has been here for a while because I thought it would be difficult and I've been cherry picking around it, but no way. This is going to... no way. Fixed. It's going to be fixed. No. It's going to not post. It's going to do something wrong. I already know it. Alright, who wants to take bets? Kai thinks you're trying to sabotage his efforts to join the Air Force. Yeah, I would never do that to Kai. Kai knows I would never do that. But Kai did tell me this morning, because I told Kai I was here until 3:30, and I came in this morning, and I had a ton of energy, and I just started throwing junk out. And Kai says, I don't think you're crazy, but you're not exactly sane. That was one of the first things my employee told me when I came into work this morning. And now my employee thinks I'm trying to sabotage his efforts to get in the Air Force, and yet he says I'm paranoid. Andrew, did Kai really say that? Or is Kai joking? Because that sounds exactly like something Kai would say here. But I don't think Kai would say that. Poor Kai. Speaking of Kai, where did he put the darn screws for this laptop? Check group chat. What am I going to find in the group chat? Are you trying to sound... My own employee thinks I'm trying to sabotage his Air Force recruitment efforts so I could keep him working here. I cannot confirm or deny if that's my plan. How would you even sabotage somebody's recruitment efforts? I don't even think you could do that. You turn on. Did Tim just get a super easy job? I knew it. It doesn't turn on. Wait, is it plugged in all the way? Oh, it does turn on. Trackpad click. Alright, what do we get on the... Do we get a battery logo? Do we get no post? No post. I knew it. I freaking knew it. Sad. I have an 87 watt right here, but it's not mine. 1 second. I tell you guys it wasn't gonna boot. I knew it. I knew it wasn't gonna boot. I had Spidey sense. There's no way it was gonna boot. Alright, plugged into 87 watt. What do? We're gonna give it a couple minutes. Is everything needed to plug in? Everything that's needed to plugged in, yes. It should still power on. Even without a few things plugged in. Even without the battery plugged in, I mean. But 1990s can be a little weird sometimes, so. Is the screen plugged? Oh, I'm a freaking idiot. The screen's unplugged. I'm a freaking idiot. I'm a moron, is what I am. The screen was unplugged. Alright, it's still not doing anything. I have no heat from the CPU. Maybe it needs a battery. I think the 1990 might need the battery. It's one of them. Sometimes they don't work without the battery plugged in. Where's the screws? And where's the bottom case? Oh, here it is. No, that's not it. Okay. Here it is. Is it? No. Here they are. Did I not tell you guys this would happen? Like, there's no way that I would get something this easy. And look where we are now. No, the USPS Express Post is actually very good. I've never had one late. This could even be related to T2, I don't know. You definitely need a battery with this one. I was tricked. Yeah, I've been tricked too, where they don't post without a battery sometimes. But it doesn't seem to happen on only once. That makes me on every one. So that makes me think there's a firmware something going on. Let's see. Okay, plugged in. Should get click here. And give me click. Come on. Let's try on this side. Alright, we have click. Your fan spin, come on. I have two doing this exact same thing right now. FedEx is usually pretty good here. I have two A1990s that were working that have done this exact same thing. I have no V-core voltage, but T2 is alive. I know that because the trackpad clicks. Okay, let's open a schematic and start checking some power rails, shall we? Actually, let's take some thermal images. Thermal built into my phone now. And what do you know? Check this out, guys. So, remember I said that there was a little spot that looks a little rusted right here? I probably would have just saved myself. I probably would have been diagnosing this for hours, but can I cast this on here? Let's see. I wonder if I could cast. Alright, let's see. I don't want to get some message. That's my fear with showing my phone here, is I don't want to get some message. I mean, not that anything. Not that I have anything. I mean, like I said, I don't even talk to anyone. But I don't want some like family-related message that's kind of personal to show up there. But let's see. If you get some like annoying message by like Anthony or Nell that pops up, no, it's one of those guys in chat and not me. Let's go to cast on, desktop, connecting. Come on. Connect to my PC. I shouldn't have killed the stream. I'm trying to connect cast to my screen. Ah, here's why it's not connected to the same Wi-Fi. I just screwed up. Am I good now? Because I just switched over to Wi-Fi so I could cast to this. I want to show you guys something on FLIR. Come on. Yes. Here we go. Enter code. And of course, now I start getting messages. How do I enter code here? It has no option to enter code. Alright, here we go. Alright, come on. There we go. Finally. Okay, we have thermal. So, when looking at system board, we see a few findings right here. This right here, let's calibrate this because it's a little off. There. This getting hot right here is the coil for battery charging. That is 100% normal. That is not a concern. That is within limits. Let's change this color palette here. We will do... lava is good. I like lava. So there's that, and there's this area right here. Now nothing here should be getting hot, let alone should be getting to, what was it earlier? It was like 131 degrees. It's cooled down a bit now, but something in this area is getting hot. Nothing should be getting hot there because it's not under load. You know what I mean? Let's pull the board out and let's have a look on the other side. Let's take some pictures from the other side because that may tell the tale on the other side. So let's do that. Let's take the board out again, and I think this will help us find a problem. Thanks to thermal imaging. Thermal imaging is a very good technology. I like it. Especially when it's built into my own phone. This is a Cat S60, for those that are wondering. These are weird on power rails. When power rails start screwing up, they're really, really weird on that. And I've been getting a lot of these that have been doing this with this weird no post fault. So I think we may have just, oh shoot, I am dropping frames like mad. Alright guys, it shouldn't be dropping frames now, but if it is, I'm sorry. It's lousy internet. It's nothing I can do. Can you guys at least see it now? Is it still on? Yeah. If it's bumping you down to 144, then it's probably YouTube's issue. It's still casting, by the way. Oh yeah. That definitely lit up like a Christmas tree. I can't wait to show you guys. Let's see. It cut off my cast. Bring cast back. Now you don't work. There we go. We wait, we wait, we wait. Drink more coconut water while I'm waiting. Come on, connect. Here we go. Allow. Here we go. Alright, the phone just froze. Lovely. Restart the FLIR app. There we go. We're back. Alright, so I'm going to plug this in. This doesn't look right. There we go. Yeah, this camera is not performing right. It's usually not like this, but you definitely see we have some heat here. This is useless. What happened to my poor thermal camera? Oh, that's what happened. Doesn't have enough juice for it to run right. That's all it is. Let me restart app. There, much better. Now it actually works and is functional. See that stand out right there? We have a problem. Obviously. And that is getting a little bit too hot to not be having an issue under load. And you see it's the two coils. So if we look closer, we see it's the two coils that are actually getting hot, which... Alright, I see 3 heat signatures here. I see the 2 coils, and I see another one up here. And that's getting to 116, 118 degrees. And that is not normal by any means. So, that tells me that we probably have a shorted capacitor causing this whole thing. So, that may very well be our issue. Let's get out of this cast thing now. So see that? This could have just saved me a long time of diagnostics by taking some thermal pictures. Alright, we're disconnected there. How much? Oh, we dropped a lot of frames. Oh well. Is the stream back or is it a lot of dropped frames? I know people are upset about that. Yeah, I don't think you guys saw any usefulness out of that. Let me email myself the pictures and I will show you guys on the screen of what I found on thermal. So give me 1 second. So is my stream back, guys, or no? Somebody please honestly tell me, is my stream back? Is it lousy? What's going on? Alright, we're going to go over our thermographic findings right now, but we know there's a heat signature in this area. We saw 2 heat signatures. We saw both the coils getting hot right here, and we also saw a cap getting hot. So, hi Sonia, how's it going? We saw these 2 coils getting hot. Now there's the chip right here. So these 2 coils were getting hot, and then I initially thought it was the chip. But these 2 coils are getting hot, and then something right here was getting hot too. Maybe someone could tell me what it is. But the reason why these 2 guys would be getting hot if there was a short downstream is there's excess load on the coil in this chip. So if something like, that guy was shorting, that would cause our issue. So let's go ahead and check for a short. I have a dead short to ground there. I have a dead short to ground there. And I have a dead short to ground there. Now let's get rid of this guy right here. I don't want to use heat because it's right near the NAND. It's too risky to replace. So I'm just going to knock it off. That's all we need. That's all we need. We don't need to put it back. It's in a risky area. It's a greater risk to put that back than it is to leave it off. And let's see if our short is gone. We're 127 ohms to ground now. 129 ohms. That's perfectly healthy. Now let's see if it turns on. So we're 127 ohms to ground is more than fine for me for an SSD circuit. And I think that might have just solved our problem thanks to thermal imaging. Seriously, guys, get a thermal imager. It is a wonderful tool because that would have took me a long time and I probably wouldn't have even noticed that because it was right at the edge. It was something so minor that you wouldn't even really see it, and it was covered in hair. So I probably wouldn't even notice that unless my tools helped me out. Get a thermal imager, please. It will save you so much time. It is an essential tool. Seriously, like when you're starting, or not even when you're starting, if you're starting, that should be on one of the top lists for tools. Seriously. Anybody in this line of work needs a FLIR. I solve so many boards using it. So that was one issue. Alright, do we turn on now? How is the battery life of that phone? It's actually really good. I would think that too, but that's not the case with landlords. My landlord is great here. Except I filled up the dumpster today and he wasn't too happy about that, but I did spring cleaning. Alright, this one port doesn't work well, so I'm gonna... That might need something. It's for data recovery anyway. Alright. We have trackpad click. Come on, give me fans. Give me fans. Little MacBook, give me fans. We have fan spin. We have fan spin. And we have Apple logo. Look at that. We have Apple logo on an A1990 with no posts thanks to our wonderful FLIR thermal imaging camera. And we have boot. We just saved somebody's data because this is what this was in for. This was in from a data recovery company for data recovery. And we just saved it. Another one for ultrasonic. Thanks to our wonderful FLIR. We're going to go over the image interpretation in a second here. Okay, let's do some thermal. Your FLIR doesn't... Anthony, you need to know how to use it because mine solves boards all the time for me. I'm going to sneeze again. Why display capture? Oh, no, good. I don't want to show my email. I'm gonna sneeze. Allergies from all that dust in that computer. I firmly believe with FLIR you have to know what you're looking for in order for it to be useful. You can't just like, oh, red spot, that's a short, or oh, this is too cold to be a problem. No. That was showing us 105 degrees, so it wasn't even that hot. But I get a lot of 1990s with something like this, with a similar fault. Alright, so let's go over image interpretation. Here's our first image we had right here. Now, right here we see some non-specific findings right here. Now this is, you could tell the image is a little bit shifted right here because the camera's offset. But what we see here is the coil getting hot, the secondary coil getting hot, and then we have the area of the cap that was getting hot. Could adjust this with a color palette and look at different color palettes, but it all pretty much shows us the same thing. If we were to, I'll just leave it on lava. If I shut this off, kind of see a resemblance. It shifted a little bit. This is what's getting hot, this is what's getting hot, and this is what's getting hot over here. If we go full FLIR, you could kind of see it a little bit differently. That's the edge of the board. That heat signature is right at the edge. and you see the two coils getting hot. So that's that. That's the far away image, right? That's the image that's a little bit further away. Let's move on to the one that is closer. Yes, I don't want to save. Now, our closer image without camera enhancement tells us a completely different story. So without camera enhancement, what we can see is we see the coil, we see the chip, we see the coil, and we see our main source of heat right here. Now this right here is going to be measuring 123 degrees, which is pretty up there for not being under load. But it's definitely there, and it's definitely getting hot. As you could, see very clearly here, you can make that out of the shape of the board and everything, the two coils, and that was our fault right here. So that's the problem. And it's done. We'll do a FLIR report on this. Actually, let me do that right now. Let's see. Yes, I want to generate report. That's not what I want. Let's save. Alright, get out of here. Report. Where's report? Must be right here. Okay, highlight, generate report. Add text. Open my schematic. Abnormal heat is seen around L95, L9580, and L9581. Abnormal heat is seen on and around L95 and L9581. Abnormal heat is seen on and around area of C7586 through C70. Okay, so C75, C75, C9589. Let's see. C9589. Normal heat. Normal heat. What is this for now? This is no. It's not a place report. This is part of the server support. Is likely normal heat on L. Likely. I always do detailed reports for customers. It's just one thing I always do. 52. FLIR. Save. Alright, we're done with that one. Alright, next MacBook. It's another A1989 or an A1990 with very similar symptoms. This is a Core i9. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I don't want to do the casting again because it's going to screw up everything. But I'm going to plug it up and I'm going to take a thermal image. Should probably plug in my phone after that. But I'm going to plug this in. Going to take a couple thermal images. And we will see if there's any similar fault pattern, because oftentimes we'll get a fault pattern, you know what I mean? A similar issue will cause a very similar problem. And same thing, trackpad click, no fan spin. Alright, so you get fan spin. Alright, you have something else wrong with you. Let's see. And the only thing getting hot here is the processor. Everything's normal here, and the fans are spinning on this when they shouldn't be. They should only spin for a second. We don't get image. Yeah, this is probably a dead CPU. Especially since they had corrosion on the CPU MOSFET. Okay. Moving on. This one's not for me. What? Why is all this unplugged? I need to print a label for this. And I don't usually use this computer. My assistant does. Repair shopper. This one will be easy, I think. I need to print a label for you. Where are you? Where are you? Maybe else. I know what their phone number is. Let's do a phone number search. I'm looking for a customer and repair shopper, if anyone's wondering. Here we go. I'm going to disturb their stickers, so I'm going to put this label right here. Okay, so we have a something. It's a MacBook. Ow! I just pinched my finger in the MacBook. The MacBook hurt me, literally. Only because I already have a Paranikia right there, but you get the point. Paranikia sucks. It's an infection of the cuticle of your hands. It's common, though. MacBook must pay for injuring me, though. That's not cool. That hurt. It was a little infected there. I need to treat that with topical antibiotic. Alright, what awaits me in this MacBook? Will it be scary? Will it be good? What will be in MacBook? Let's take our guesses. Everybody in chat, what will we find in MacBook? Will MacBook be healthy? Will MacBook be sick? Will MacBook need extensive repair? Will MacBook need minor repair? Will MacBook be easy to fix? Will MacBook be hard to fix? I also like how I've fixed almost everything I've touched tonight. Suction cup? What the heck? Here it is. Suction cups run away. Especially when somebody takes them from you in the middle of the day when you're working and moves them over to that desk. What the heck? Blame KK, you changed your name. I agree with that name. More coconut water. Good stuff for you, coconut water. Very healthy. You'll find Kai hiding inside. I hope I don't find Kai hiding inside. That would be very scary if I found Kai hiding inside. I should know tomorrow if Kai is going to be staying here as an employee or leaving. If Kai is leaving as an employee to join the Air Force in a month, then Anel comes to work here. Maybe. I need help. There's not many good options, and Anel isn't a good option, but it's better than working alone. I did not see that. It was Andy. She created my channel. That's very good. This board looks clean. Oh no, there's missing screws. Somebody's been inside. Andrew, yes, come work for me. I'd hire you over now in a heartbeat. Is this not the same? No, it's the same Anel as Lewis. Lewis Anel does not work for Lewis anymore. If Anel works here, Anel will get a back room. He will not come out. He will not be allowed to leave. He'll be given food through a slot in the door. And that's it. It'll basically be like prison, only MacBook. It'll be like MacBook prison, to put things in perspective. So instead of full-on prison, it's just, fix MacBooks, stay locked in a room, get food handed through the door, 1 hour of exercise a day, stuff like that. So it's kind of prison, but it's MacBook as well, so it makes it okay. Why not just train the baboons? That's a good idea. There's enough of them here. Sabotage guy joining Air Force. Kai is already very paranoid of me sabotaging him joining the Air Force for some reason. I asked him the address of the recruiting center that he's going to tomorrow just so I can make him paranoid. And he didn't give it to me, rightfully so. But I would never do anything like that to hurt anybody like that. I'm not stupid. I mess with people because it's fun to mess with people. But when it comes down to actually doing anything, I would never do anything like that. So maybe somebody could explain this in chat. If I get 8 hours of sleep, I feel like garbage. But if I get 5 hours of sleep like I did last night and I was working until 3:30 a.m., I feel wonderful. All day. Plenty of energy. Can anybody in chat explain that? Because I think I just do better on less sleep. Coconut water? Wouldn't surprise me. Coconut water is good stuff. Wrong port. I do not want to take this port out. Maybe it's just the fact that I actually drank water and stayed hydrated yesterday. Tomorrow will be a super simple day. All tomorrow is going to be is QC. I'm probably not even going to work on boards tomorrow. It's just going to be QC testing and getting all these guys ready to ship because I'm not going to have help tomorrow, so I'm going to have to ship them. Yeah, Tom, it's weird. If I sleep, like I slept 10 hours last weekend, I felt like hell. But last night I slept 5 and I feel great. Plenty of energy. Coconut water might have something to do with it. It's very good stuff. Like tonight I'm gonna do the 3 to 9 schedule again. I'm gonna get home at 3. I'm gonna get go to sleep by I'm gonna leave the shop here at like 2:30, go home, go to sleep by 3, wake up at 9, start over. I feel better that way. Like legitimately my body feels much better when I do that compared to like I feel like garbage. I've been to the doctor over this. I've been put on an SSRI for it. I feel like garbage most of the time. And the only time I feel somewhat decent with energy and motivation is when I work like that. When I do 9 a.m. to 3 a.m. So I see no reason why not to do it. The screw is stuck down here. I'm a baboon if I get 10 hours. Crabby as hell. Same if I get 2 to 3 hours more than 2 days in a row. Yeah, 2 to 3 hours I can't do. Like if I get 2 hours of sleep, I cannot even roll out of bed. But my sweet spot seems to be between 5 and 6 hours. 7 hours I'll feel lousy. 8 hours I'll feel normal. 9 hours I'll feel somewhat normal, but starting to get really lousy tired. 10 hours I feel like garbage. Like legitimately, like I think it was not this weekend, the weekend before this last one. I got 10 hours of sleep. I went to bed at 10 a.m. No, 11 hours of sleep. I went to bed at 10 p.m. and I woke up at like almost 11 a.m. And I felt like garbage that whole day, and I took a 2-hour nap too because of how lousy I felt. Oh, sweet. No way. I did not just do this two MacBooks in a row. I will scream if this is the truth here. Man, am I going to have a nice paycheck tomorrow. Oh, I missed a screw. How much? I've actually have not had much caffeine because I usually have my coffee and then I have usually a Pepsi or something in the afternoon. I didn't have a Pepsi. I had an iced tea which has almost no caffeine. So maybe somebody's putting caffeine in my coconut water. Whoever that is, thank you very much. I appreciate the increased productivity. But it's probably not Kai because Kai tells me it's very unhealthy to have caffeine. So that Hemi looks closer. My truck has a Hemi now, but a Hellcat. I don't want a Rolls Royce. I want a Hellcat. I have a Dodge Ram with a 5.7 liter Hemi now with the 392 rear end or the 3.92 rear end, and that's the same as in the Charger RT. So it's basically a Charger Challenger RT that's a little bit heavier. But I want a Hellcat. Or a Scat Pack. I'm leaning more on Scat Pack. So here's a CD3215. There's corrosion right here. We see evidence of a short, right, or that cap right there. That cap always short. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check for a short on PP3V3 G3H. Just do that right here. Let me pull up the schematic because I want to get a better test point. 239, 239, 239. And there goes something rattling in my computer. What do you know? There's a 12 ohm short to ground. Can the FLIR save us again? Let's plug this in. Nope, nothing's really remarkable. Well, wasn't plugged in. That would definitely cause it to be unremarkable if it wasn't plugged in all the way. There we go. Right. What is my voltage on USB-C? Are we getting anything, or is it 0.00 from some weird reason? Let's see. It's 5. Yeah, I'm going to take a fair bet, though, that it's this cap over here. Let's see. Let's see. So we're going to have to cut this shield away. This is something that... Do not replace this cap. I'm telling you right now, do not replace this cap. It is not needed, and you're furthermore, from the heat doing that, you're going to damage stuff around here, so don't do it. We're going to get some nice pair of wire cutters, and we're going to clip around the shield, and then we're going to just remove that cap like a cancer. I hear that pug cuddles helps people function on less sleep. I agree. I saw your Crown Vic's SC line, by the way. They're cool. Do they have the hour meter in them? If so, how many engine hours are on the ones that you have? Because some of those cop cars have insane amount of engine hours on them. Oops. I'm not going to tell anybody about that, are we? Like, I have 85,000 on my truck now. It had like 60,000 something when I got it. It's only been less than a year. And I have 2,000 something engine hours. But engine hours, I mean, just maintain it and you're fine. Or if it was maintained. If it's been beat up forever, then yeah, it's not good. But... I think the dark gray one is a PI, the tan one was civilian. It doesn't have the counter. My old F-150 had PI heads on it. 4.6 liter. It didn't have much power, but it was tired. I mean, it had a lot of metal in the oil. It was falling apart. Touch up this area. Gonna bend the shield back where it was. It's good enough. Is that solder coming out from the seat? No, it's not. Damn it. That stupid cap went with my meter. No. Alright, these guys are all corroded anyway. These have got to go. Like if there's no joint, then it was just these that came off. They only came off because they were so corroded that there was just nothing left to hold them on to. And I ripped a pad. Is this an important pad? Yeah, it is. But luckily it just goes to that resistor. It's not something that we need to turn on, though. That pad was like a father to me. That's funny. The good news is it should not need this to turn on. So we should be able to test and see it works. Wow, 30 people are still watching me. Nobody has anything better to do on their Saturday night? Let's check and see if our short is gone. I did that on purpose to see if anybody would catch on. And our short is gone. Let's plug it in and see if we get 20 volts. Hey, 20 volts, and I just shorted something. It's still 20 volts, so I don't care. Did I get V-core? Oh, that is just cruel. I fixed the board to not get V-core. Alright, where else was corroded? Oh, maybe it needs those resistors to turn on. Yeah, it probably needs those resistors to turn on fully. Let's just do a check. Everything looks fine. Little stuff here. Nothing that would concern me. Oh, this would cause a problem. Get out of here. Microphone fell. Let's try again. I think that piece of whatever it was causing issues. Wow, it's not even 12 a.m. yet, and I'm killing it. I have system agent power, but I have no vCore. Do I have vCore now? No. 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 Yes. All right, maybe the phases aren't enabled. Maybe this one might run off of phase or system agent phase until it gets to a certain load or something. All right, Greg, I'll see you later. I'm willing to bet that those resistors are doing something funny. But let's just test and see in the enclosure what it does. Just want some confirmation that it works, you know? Geek of Truth, I'm very glad. I'm glad that these videos that I create and everybody else creates are helping you, because that's where I was a couple years ago. Well, 4 years ago now. Almost 5, I think. Oh, that was close. These tweezers landed somewhere that if they were going this way down, that would not have been good. Alright, I have trackpad click. My screen is unplugged, so that won't tell me much. Good morning from Dubai. How's it going? Okay, this is very important, I think. What does this do? Yeah, UPC LDO. That's important. That's going between two bidirectional data lines. Oh, it booted. Well, that's important, but the most important part is it booted. So it's fixed. But we got to put this back because it's not... It's frowned upon to leave components off of a customer's board that would possibly affect function. You know what I mean? I mean, if it doesn't affect function, sure. But, you know, it's kind of frowned upon. It's like, you know, like a doctor doing open heart surgery and having to take out, like, an adrenal gland and saying, like, oh, no, he doesn't need that. I'm not going to put it back. It's frowned upon. You know, it's... Or like a doctor doing spine surgery and, like looking up the price of organs in the black market and helping himself. Just like repair shops that steal parts out of no-fix computers. All that stuff is frowned upon. It's the same stuff. Out of curiosity, do you work on other machines other than Apple? Very rarely, so mainly Apple. Occasionally I'll get the oddball request for a ThinkPad or something. I do work on medical devices as well. Oh man, my hands are so cracked and dry from putting hand sanitizer on them all day. But I'm really liking my new schedule of 9 a.m. to 3 a.m. That seems to really help me. So I'm going to stick with it. And the weekends I take off, 2 days off, plenty of sleep. Weekends weekdays work like hell. And that cap is a what? 0.1 microfarad. Ah, my back. What's up with the new store? The new store is not happening. The landlord is smoking too much weed or smoking something he should not be. I don't know. Maybe too many paint fumes. Something is not right upstairs with him. So I called that off. Yeah, he would not let me park. He told me that he would tow me away if I park in front of my own store. He wanted me to repair his building if anything happened to it. Not caused by me, but if there's like an earthquake, he would want me to pay for everything. He wanted me to pay for the neighbor's damages. He wanted to occupy up to 25% of the space at any time. He was a nutcase. This tip isn't cutting it. No, I'm not interested. Um, so basically, what that other location was one of my best board repair customers is closing down due to personal reasons, not business reasons, um, and shutting down his store there. Now, his store is very busy, so what the plan was is I would take over that space, so it's already kind of a built-up location, and it was just a nice thing for him to offer because he was moving out, so I was just going to take that space when he moves out. But yeah, it would have been nice if it worked out, but we can't see what you're doing. I know, I'm changing the tip on my iron. I'll be right back. Oh shoot, you're right. Thank you. I thought I had the other display capture on. I thought I had the microscope on. I'm sorry. I was soldering. Thank you very much for that tip. Just need this tip to get in here and do some solder on this side of the resistor. Done deal. Alright, now we need to get a 0.01 micro or 0.1 microfarad capacitor, 16 volts. If I brought you a Chromebook your way, would you be interested in doing a live stream on it? What's in it for me? That's what I have to ask. Because I don't know anything about Chromebooks. How's this? You're learning to do repair. I don't know if you have all your repair equipment here, but on a day that it's not busy, and if you don't have COVID, and if you wear a mask, you could come in here and use my tools to fix it and learn a little bit. But it has to be on a day that we're not busy. Because if it's on a day that we're busy, the store is a disaster. It's chaotic here in the day. So yeah, if it's busy, then no. But on a day that it's not busy, if you're close, you're more than welcome to come use my tools to fix your Chromebook. I think we have another station now. And go from there. Okay, yeah, we'll do it on a day that it's not busy. We'll have to plan it. It's probably going to end up being on a Saturday or Sunday. But this weekend, I want to actually take the weekend off and play on my new ThinkPad if it comes. Let's check UPS tracking. Any updates? Rescheduled delivery. They just scanned it again. Your package is in transit. We're updating plans to schedule delivery. So it is delayed. My ThinkPad is delayed. Yeah, it definitely won't be this weekend or the next other one. Yeah, we could stream or record it. Either or. Now let's find a 0.0 or 0.1 microfarad capacitor on a different board. But regardless, this is going to be for you to learn how to use the tools and stuff. If you're just starting. Trying to find a suitable capacitor. Capacitor. Message? I need a capacitor. Capacitor. I found a capacitor. Ow. C2812 on a 00175. 00875. I'm not doing a Lewis R impression. I'm really not. That's just my voice because I'm tired. And capacitors a funny term. People say I sound similar to Lewis all the time, and it's not intentional. It's just how I sound. I think I'll do one or two more tonight, then I'm going well, I'm heading home. It's soldered. Good enough for me. Okay, here's another one for the ultrasonic pile. I got a lot to ultrasonic tonight. Next board. I'm looking for a specific one from a specific customer, and I hope I don't have to yell at the other guy here. And I think I'm going to have to yell at the other guy here. That should have been in that other room. Where is it? Is it down here? Is it this one? Nope, it's not that one. Not that one. That one. Where is that laptop? I'm scared now. Where is that laptop? Alright, Andrew, I'll see you later. Two 2019. Is this one? Okay, I am legitimately concerned now. Where did this computer go? Not this one. Is Kai gonna get murdered? Kai is gonna get murdered because there's no label on this laptop. Okay, somebody did not put a damn label on this laptop, and I was looking and looking. Here it is. Luckily, I found it. There's no freaking label on it. Somebody in chat tell Kai he's going to get murdered for not putting a label on a laptop. Oh boy. This has been an easy fix though. Please, Andrew, Kike, someone in chat, go tell Kai he's going to get murdered next time he's here. Not literally, figuratively, for not putting a label on a laptop and making me feel like somebody shipped it to the wrong person. Luckily, I found this. Man, that was scary. I thought I've never screwed up that bad, and at least I didn't. All right, inspection. So, we have obvious signs of corrosion around the touch bar connector, around the USB-C connectors, around the CD3215s, around there. Oh no, that's not good, but that'll survive. This side we have some corrosion here, we have corrosion there. But I think most of this will be okay after a nice touch-up. And a bath. I think messing with the Air Force is justified. A good point. So now we have finally a reason to sabotage Kai's attempts to join the Air Force. Yeah, this is all going to be fine after flux and heat. Bailey's here. Oh man, that scared the crap out of me. I can't even say how scared I was at that. I was looking for this computer. I was like, oh no, there's no way this is not going to be here. There's no way that somebody would ship this to the wrong person. Okay, if I shipped a laptop to the wrong person, I would probably go in a hole and not come out. Because that's not justifiable. Come on. Yeah, Kai is joining the Air Force. I don't want to wreck that. Let's take off this port. Thank you for your service. I appreciate it. I'm going to turn down my heat a bit. Kai did a very, very big mess up. Who thinks we should fire Kai for not putting a label on a laptop and giving me a heart attack? Everybody in vote. Everybody in chat, vote. Fire Kai or not fire Kai? You guys decide his fate. Yes. Yes. Only 2. Come on, more. Yes, I was able to see their store label on it, and their store label saved me. Yes, yes, yes. Everybody wants... If he's done this, just chat, please encourage him to go into college first and join ROTC to go off. He hasn't, yeah, no, Kai hasn't been to college. He's like joining tomorrow, I think, so I don't think there's anything we could do to stop him or change his mind. I'm using a low enough temperature that will not melt the connectors, just to kind of clean all this junk up. Do the same on this one. This one's going to be our first challenging repair of the night. There's a very strange noise outside that I can't quite explain. Should be good. Of course, all this time, I'm sure you didn't see anything. Or maybe you did, I don't know. This is minor right here. This is an 8200 or 10410 something. 2019 A1990. Alright, what is this noise outside? I have to investigate. It sounds like aliens or something. I have no idea what that is. It's like a jet sound, but not a jet. That's how all I can describe it. It's like a really low-pitched swooshing, but very like. Well, Plan 42 is out up the street, but. Sorry, I was outside making my signature noise. Thank you for the $3.42, by the way. I was outside making my signature noise. No image fan turns on. Are you wishing me bad luck? This is probably going to be no image fan turns on because there's stuff around the CPU. These two caps I'm going to replace. I don't trust these. Reflow on this guy. I'm going to worry about that. This right here is mildly concerning. Oh, he's talking about his board. Let me see. I missed your comment. I have an old mid 2011 MacBook Air. Oh, okay. So no fan spin, no image. That's going to be the CPU on that. 100% is going to be CPU. Yeah, CPU gets blazing hot on that model. Don't even waste your time with it. Use it as a donor board. Practice soldering. Do whatever you need to do, but that's not going to be fixable. I've been there on that board too many times with that same issue to tell you it's not going to be fixable. Oh, hot. Happy Tuesday. I've been up since Sunday. No, wait. Today's Monday. Huh? When MacBook is your life, you don't really have much time for keeping track of time, so I think these guys are okay. We're going to touch them up. We're going to see. That's not okay. We'll see what this area looks like after a little touching up. And we will see if I fix this board, and then I'm done for the night. Well, I'm not done. I'm done streaming. Then I'm going to start in the 3 hours I have left here. I'm going to ultrasonic and reassemble stuff, the boring stuff. Need better tip. One second, I gotta take a phone call. I'll be right back. I'm back. Yes, Sonia, that was family. Yes, Kai is the enemy of the label. 100% agreed. It is not Kai or the other two things. Kai is probably asleep. Could try and call and wake him up, but that would be rude. You know what? It's 3 a.m. where Nell is. We can try and wake up Anel if chat wants. Do it. Okay. Okay. All right, here we go. Anel is not going to be happy about this. Is this him? I don't think that was him. I just picked the random 347 number. Oh, shoot. Let me confirm that was an L. 347. Oh shoot, he's up. He's not answering.
Ross, employee, how can I help you?
Yes, I need help with a board. It's 3 a.m.
Alright. Show me the board.
Why was Nell awake? Nell was not supposed to be awake. Alright, I'm slacking because I don't want to work on this board. It's lousy. This resistor's got to go. Same with this filter. Actually, all these guys got to go. It's too corroded up. Only thing I'll save is this chip here. These caps got to go. All this has got to go. Ow! I just scalded myself with a soldering iron. That hurt. I probably did deserve that, Anel. You're 100% right. Right. I deserve that big time. Yeah, these caps were shot the way they came off. No, I don't need vinegar. I'll be okay without anything. My question is, why is Anel up at 3 a.m.? Why am I still at work at 1 a.m., at 12 a.m.? Oh no, I could sleep wonderfully. Believe me, I don't have any issue sleeping. If you give me a bed any time of the day, 5 minutes, I'm out. Alright, we don't need any of this to turn on. I want to see if this will turn on. And then I kind of want to just end the stream. I'm tired of talking. I want to put music on. I want to ultrasonic. So if we can get power on this, I'd call it a win. Let's see if we get power or something. Because I'm tired. I'm calling us. Do you even have another station? Yes, I do it now. There's 2 stations here. There's about to be 3, actually. There's one where Kai sits, and there's going to be another one in the back room as well. I'm probably going to take the one in the back room when Anel works here. And then Anel and Kai in the front. Or Anel in the back and me in front if Kai quits. I killed it tonight. I really did. Tonight was a good night. Why are there no USB-C ports in this computer? Does Kai need to be yelled at for another thing? Oh no, oh no. What? It's a good idea, Sonia, for Kai. I mean, for Anel. I do not want to do board repair. If Kai's fired, I'm hired. Yes, that's a great slogan. Alright. Plug in. No way, it works. Trackpad click. Do you get fan spin? Battery icon? You get fan spin! Give me image. Give me image. You get fan spin. Now give me image. You're cold. Screen's plugged in. I have fan spin, which is not normal on this board. It's doing the same thing the other one is doing. And this had corrosion on a CPU MOSFET. And now, screw you. Get out of my chat now. These aren't supposed to just stay fan spinning. Well, after ultrasonic, we'll see. Because there's still a lot of corrosion on here. Anyway, I'm getting tired, so I seriously want to finish reassembling everything I fixed tonight. I want to get out of here. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next stream.